Hi, I'm Lisa Copeland, the dating coach who makes finding love after 50 fun and easier. And I want to welcome you to day 2 of our Never Be Alone Again challenge. Today, we're going to talk about places to meet men around you. And at the end of this short video, I'm going to give you a challenge that you can go out and start doing right away to meet quality men. What I'm going to give to you today, though, is 3 amazing places where you can meet men. When you think about where you want to meet men, a great thing to think about is always an activity. One of the reasons you might have trouble walking into a bar to meet a man is because there's no activity involved and you're just going in to drink. And it can be awkward. You have nothing in common. Now, a great place to meet a man is a bar, but the type of bar that has live music in it. Why is this great? Because you have something in common. You could talk about the music. Always, when you do this, sit at the bar or stand close to the bar. It's too far for a man to travel to a table. There's no way you can start a conversation this way. So sit at a bar. Also, if you're there to meet men, you want to only go with maybe another friend. You could go by yourself too. It's not too unsafe to do that when you're listening to music at a bar. I don't mean unsafe physically. I know how scary it is to go sit at a bar, believe me. And that's why a music venue is a great place to go. Another really good place to go is a cooking class or a wine tasting. A lot of men don't know how to cook, and so they have to take cooking lessons. So that's a good place to meet a man. Wine tastings are great too because it's an activity you can go to by yourself. Whole Foods often has wine tastings, grocery stores have wine tastings, and of course, places that serve wine often have wine tastings. And again, you have something in common to talk about. The third place I want to share with you are sporting events. Now, these do not just have to be professional sporting events. You can go to the sporting events for your children and grandchildren. Men go to these. One of the things men think they're doing when they're going to a sporting event is being a great father or a great grandfather. To them, that is their way of showing support of their children and grandchildren. And these sporting events are a testosterone fest. They're amazing. So get to some type of sporting event. You have something in common. You can talk about what's going on in the game. Now, let me share just one last place for you that it seems so unusual to meet a man. I had a client who refused to do online dating, and she learned from the working with me how to talk to men, which, by the way, is what we're going to talk about tomorrow. She learned how to talk to men. And she went to the license bureau. She loved motorcycles. She was renewing her driver's license for a motorcycle. And she sat down to wait for her number to be called. And she started talking to a man next to her who was there renewing his license. Well, guess what? They're getting married. So cool. You can meet men everywhere. And this is the challenge I'm going to give you. I want you to write a list from A to Z. And that's going to be 26 letters, as you know. For each letter, I want you to come up with a place in your local area where you can meet men. For example, A, airport, lots of men. B, bar with music. I already gave you that. Keep going. And here's one little more tip for that A to Z list. X. X-ray. Wherever you go to get an X-ray, you never know. There could always be a man there too. Now tomorrow in our third day challenge, we're going to be talking about how to talk to these men once you meet them. In the meantime, tonight, write your list. I challenge you to write your list because this is going to be a great place that you can meet men everywhere in your area. So until tomorrow, you never have to be alone again. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.